This weekly Blender competition is brought to you by Grand Abbott. Grand Abbott provides Blender tutorials for beginners and experienced users such as sculpting, modeling, texturing, animating, and a lot more. So make sure you check out his channel and Discord if you haven't already. You can find a link in the description. Welcome at the 5th weekly Blender competition, which I'm going to choose a first, second and third place winner, and the subject was to create fireworks. And because we had some busy days, we still have 3 entries, and I really appreciate that you guys have joined. And also this time we have some animations, which is a lot of fun too. The first entry is of Pure Power. Pure Power is saying made by Ian Hubbart's recipe. So let's check out his animation. I already got it up here. Let's play it. There is no sound because I requested that. Let's make it bigger and put it on repeat so we can have a look without the bar. Very good. I really like this one, especially because the glow onto the roofs and onto the ground, which we know it's not just a plain city. He said Ian Hubbard, so I'll guess it's just the buildings that you'll be making. I really like the fireworks, I have to say. Goes up quick, it explodes very nice. It goes even down very slowly, so I guess you used the gravity settings of the particle system. Maybe I would like to have seen some reflection on the windows of the fireworks, but then again, that might have took a very long time to render. I really like it. Have you even been using a little bit of wind with it? Seems like, I don't know, maybe? That would also be nice to have a little wind, that it goes a little bit slower that way. What I see a lot with fireworks is not really some smoke with it. I don't know if there are any tutorials out there. Might be a good one to have a look at that. I also see that you have some colors within, so it's not just only blue, it's also a little bit of white it seems like, and in the red you have some orangey. I really like this one. Nice overall glow onto the buildings. So this entry is of Pure Power, very nice. The second entry is of, let me just stop this one. Holy enough, I cannot just do this into Blender itself. The second entry is of Jane. And Jane also has a animation. So let's just start this one up, and it's straight away into the face. I do stop with the mouse, thank you. Yes, I need to put it on repeat, ain't it? Yes, and off you go. I hope it will repeat now. So I really like the idea of the couple sitting onto what looks like the rooftop of a small house there. A guy and his girlfriend. You made a tree with it. I really like the way how that is onto the foreground. The fireworks is very a lot of variety. I pronounced that the right way. But I do notice a couple of things, unlike with Pure Power, and that is that you didn't turn on the emit, if that is what it's called. I will just show to you in a second what I mean, but you can clearly see the balls that you've been using shining up. All of the firework is also, seems like, especially with the blue one, it's just stopping at a line and it doesn't go further, and then everything dies off. In overall, I really like this, but it could use some tweaks here and there. I do see with the red one that you've been playing around with the particles. I like that a lot, that you mess around with it. And there's also one thing that I can help noticing is what happened here. It's just like, have you used a face for this, or it's very different. it starts off strange, but yeah, you can see here very good that the balls are visible. I really like this, and overall it could use a little bit tweaks here and there, but the idea with the couple onto the foreground is a very nice thing, very romantic. I really like that. So good job with that, and let me just show you what I mean with hiding stuff. So if I would just you know, assume that you have used something like this, then add in a particle system. Down below here at viewport, no, not viewport, yeah, show emitter. Now this is for the viewport, but it works the same with the render one. You see here also show emitter. If you unselect this, this will be hidden, and if I believe spacebar, it doesn't want to play. Let me see, why is that so? Probably because I put the timeline on 1. Yeah. So I hope put this on 50 and I'll play it. You can still see the particles are, you know, being used. Only the ball is away, so you don't have to worry about this anymore. So I just wanted to show you that. I will just clean up this mess and I'm done with this. So maybe just remove it. Very good. Alright. Anyhow, I really like what you've done. Good job on that, and thank you also for joining. The third entry is of Lunar Digit. And Lunar Digit is the only one that actually has a render picture, which is also fine, and I really like this one. It's so colorful. Not distracting. It's I really like this picture overall. It's not like the lights are turned off and this is very darkish, and so you only focus on this. It's very nice focus in overall. I really like what you've done with the sky. The trees is something different for once. It is not just textures, difficult stuff. It's just like, seems like you've used some sculpting idea or something to well, you guys know what I mean. It's just a lot different. I have not really seen that before, any other than with very low poly, of course. Now one thing I can't help noticing is that the stands, besides very much of them, are very small. Because if I look at this character down here, which is very nice, the head actually comes above the market stand. Which would be funny to see a character standing behind it, because the character need or being on the knees or need to be a midget or something. What I personally would have seen is the stands to be enlarged, so much bigger. There is enough space to see the lights up on the top. So bigger stands, which also means lesser repetitive stands along a line down here. So I don't know, maybe you want to mess around with this for yourself, to just open another save and just try to enlarge the stand. With the back of the stand, the height should be on top of the head, and then see how much you can jam in there for lesser repetitive. But these stands are really lovely. I really like it, and I see now that you even gave it some texture on it, or a textured look. I really like the idea. I wish I could see more of these tasteful snacks down here. I saw some sausage hanging down here. I really like this. Here's looks like some rice. You really spent some attention to detail here and there. Especially with this guy. Anyhow, the fireworks is really nice. I really like the effect you've done here, and also seems like, oh, excuse me, got some air in my throat, that you've used different colors on it. This it's more greenish bluish, and then it looks like a combined color, looks a little bit yellowish into it. For this one, the same. Very important effect if you use different colors onto it. For this one though, well, you see orange and orange. I really like this one. Yeah, it's the only tip that I would give. Make these stands bigger and see how it looks then. Yeah, I really like this one. And I can help noticing here in the back, this is very light up for some reason on the to the trees. Are these two different renders? Is this one render, or is this just very bright? Anyhow, I like it a lot. You've also used a nice glare effect onto it. Yeah, so this one is of, let me just see, can I get this? Lunar Digit. Okay, there we go. I was just getting lost here. Come on. There we go. So I'm just going to take a look and take a think about the first, second, and third place winners. Alright, even though all three of you guys have done an amazing job, I'm going to choose for Jane to be on the third place, just because I think you can tweak the firework a little bit better. But I really like the idea of the couple being onto the foreground, so congratulations with the third place. For the second place, I have chosen Pure Power. I really like the idea of this from Pure Power, like the whole city glow worked out very good. You know stuff, but I think also you can do a lot better for next time. Maybe add in a little bit smoke if that could work out, or maybe add a little bit reflection onto the windows, or maybe add a little bit more firework popping up. There is still something that I'm missing, even though I really like the effect on the buildings, effect on the grounds. You took Ian Herbert's his recipe onto it, which is a very nice touch. So congratulations for you onto the second place. And of course, the first place is just, Lunar Digits. Just because it's so very colorful. I really like how the firework looks. It's not an animation, but I just like this in overall. It's very bright, very fun. You know, just for next time, make the stands look bigger. Just compare it with a character. Maybe you first made the stand and later you add in a character. A really nice job. I really like this one. So congratulations, Lunar Digits, with the first place. So yeah, that is the first competition of 2020. The next subject is going to be mystery. So create something, let people think what it could be, what is it, mystery. The deadline will be January 14 at 2300 hours GMT time. The next day I will put up a video, and let's see how many people will join this time. You are allowed to create videos, or you can just create a render, or you can even make drawings. Just put your creativity into this. And once again, thank you guys for joining. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more Blender, and also questions and requests are welcome anytime.